The psychology of suffering, an in-depth exploration. Suffering, a universally experienced aspect of human existence, can be defined as an individual's negative response to events that disrupt their physical or psychological well-being. It arises from various sources, including physical pain, emotional distress, loss, and the cognitive perception of threat or harm. While suffering is inherently unpleasant, understanding its psychological components can aid in fostering resilience and promoting mental health. This video delves into the psychological dimensions of suffering and its implications on human behavior and mental health. The experience of suffering. The psychological experience of suffering is multifaceted and depends largely on individual perception. From the viewpoint of cognitive psychology, the manner in which one interprets or assigns meaning to a negative event has a profound impact on their level of suffering. This process is known as cognitive appraisal. Take, for example, the loss of a loved one. The cognitive appraisal of this event can vary greatly among individuals. Some may perceive it as an inevitable part of the life cycle, while others might interpret it as an unbearable personal catastrophe. These differing appraisals can significantly influence the intensity and duration of suffering. Cognitive theories such as Albert Ellis's rational emotive behavior therapy, REBT, suggest that it's not the events themselves that cause suffering, but the beliefs individuals hold about these events. As Ellis famously noted, people are disturbed not by things, but by their view of things. Suffering and emotional responses. Emotions play a significant role in suffering. Negative emotions like sadness, fear, and anger typically accompany the experience. These emotions not only reflect suffering but can also amplify it, creating a feedback loop. For example, feeling anxious about feeling sad can escalate one's overall emotional distress. Moreover, emotions, in combination with cognitive appraisals, can contribute to avoidance behavior, which often worsens suffering in the long term. Avoidance can be physical, such as a person withdrawing from social activities due to feelings of depression, or cognitive, like suppressing painful thoughts. While these strategies might provide temporary relief, they tend to perpetuate the negative emotional state and prevent the person from confronting and resolving the source of their suffering. Suffering, trauma, and post-traumatic growth. Not all outcomes of suffering are negative. As paradoxical as it may seem, suffering, particularly in the context of traumatic experiences, can catalyze personal growth, a phenomenon known as post-traumatic growth. Some individuals report changes in their self-perception, relationships, and philosophy of life following traumatic experiences. These changes typically involve an enhanced appreciation for life, strengthened personal relationships, identified new possibilities for one's life path, improved personal strength, and spiritual development. While post-traumatic growth does not negate the pain or difficulty of the traumatic event, it suggests that suffering can potentially be a catalyst for profound personal transformation. The role of empathy and compassion in alleviating suffering. Empathy and compassion are pivotal in the context of suffering. These emotional responses can motivate supportive actions to alleviate suffering in others. They are also crucial elements in therapeutic contexts. Empathetic understanding and compassionate care from therapists can significantly aid in reducing a person's distress and fostering resilience. Conclusion. Understanding the psychology of suffering is an important step toward promoting mental health and resilience. It highlights the essential roles of cognitive appraisals, emotional responses, and supportive interpersonal connections in shaping the experience of suffering. Furthermore, it suggests that suffering, though inherently distressing, can potentially stimulate personal growth. However, suffering should not be romanticized or considered necessary for growth. Interventions that help individuals effectively manage negative emotions, challenge maladaptive cognitions, and strengthen social supports are crucial in mitigating unnecessary suffering and promoting mental well-being. Though suffering is an integral part of human existence, it does not have to dictate the course of one's life. Through understanding and resilience, it is possible to navigate the waters of suffering and find paths towards healing and growth. Thanks for watching.